every day together as a couple first should be given to God every day, every day. Talk to Him and talk to Him together. Find out what is best for the other person. And you have to consider what's best for the other person. And remember that it's a home for two, not for one. And eventually it will be home for hopefully 3, 4, 5 maybe.
I agree.
Take it to God every day. We've been married 46 years. We did a lot wrong, a lot. Always remember that quitting is not an option. Work together, because what we have found, everything that we did wrong in the beginning, is worth it in the end. 46 years later, we're doing it right. Love.
So my best advice for being, a husband, from my very lack of experience, because we're newlyweds pretty much. But for the most part, it's just, giving up your right to always be right. Sometimes you might be right, and in the grand scheme of life, it really doesn't matter. Happiness and just telling her that maybe, letting her be right sometimes is probably the best way to go. Like the Bible says that, love is patient and it is kind, and if we can encapsulate that in our own lives and be patient and truly be kind and truly have the other person's interest at heart, it'll really go a long way.
And my advice for you, Kelly, is to always communicate your feelings. If your feelings are hurt, or if you're mad at something that he did, make sure that you always tell him first. Don't try to harbor that and make him figure it out, because they're not going to figure it out. Us being quiet apparently is not the way that they know that we're upset. So just let them know up front what it is. Deal with it before you go to sleep at night, and it'll help you out. So communicate. That's my advice.
What is our advice for a long marriage, successful marriage? In our case, from my perspective, is give each other a lot of space. Don't feel like you got to be together 24/7. Have your own interests. Let him have his interests. That's it for me.
5 important words. I'm sorry. You're right, dear. That will work all the time.
The thing that you should do as a couple every day is make sure you kiss each other good morning and good night every day, and never go to bed mad. Right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So Tyler and Kelly, congratulations. We love being here and being able to celebrate your engagement, and looking forward to your wedding. A Bible verse or passage to encourage you guys briefly. The first thing that comes to mind is Ephesians 5:25, and the command for husbands to love their wives as Christ loves his church and gave himself up for her. Really, Tyler, the call for you in marriage is to die to yourself, to love Kelly well, and to sanctify her for the goal I should say of sanctification. And so the dying to yourself is really a daily and a regular thing. And I guess my word of encouragement for you guys, especially for you, Tyler, is to take that call regularly and seek to put your own self aside for the sake of your wife, and loving her well and loving her above yourself. And you guys will both be blessed if you do that. So, I think that's it. Probably nothing to add.
Okay, you marry somebody that you think you love with all your heart, and you know they love you, and you have to have patience with each other, and you just marry for good, not for a little while, but forever. That is what you get married for. And we stayed together forever. And he was very patient with me, because I am very impatient. When we tried to please each other, to do right about each other and love each other, and we both, he was a Christian. He loved the Lord and he loved me, and we tried to live a good life and live for each other, not for ourselves. Not just for ourselves, but for each other and for our children.
And we were thinking about what we thought good advice would be. And first thing we thought about is, well, have good work ethics, but then we realized that you both have good work ethics, so you don't have to worry about that. So I think our second advice would be, when you come home, be able to put your work behind you and enjoy your personal life with each other first, and then with your children as well. And then always have your doors open for your grandma and your papa and all your other relatives. We love you.
So we just wanted to share a quick story about when we first realized that we may end up at a wedding date. It was the vacation we went on to Yellowstone when Kelly came with us, and it was the day we went to Old Faithful, and we decided that we were going to ride bikes around the park. And I can remember Tyler being excited about the bikes, and Kelly wasn't so excited about the bikes, and she just was going to be a trooper and try to have a good time, even though she didn't want to, because she knew how bad Tyler wanted to do it. And then she was having some trouble, and so Tyler decided that he was not going to do it, and he was going to stay with her. And it was at that time when we saw each one of you put the other guy first that we realized that you really do truly care for one another, and you really do love one another, and that we would maybe end up at a wedding. And just to piggyback off of that story and give you some marriage advice, I would say that our advice would be to work really hard to make sure that you continue to be each other's best friend, because obviously you are each other's best friend, and our advice would be to keep it that way. So we wish you the best. We know you're going to do great, and
Love you.
we love you.
Question was, where do I see you guys in 10 years? Well, I see you as parents, dragging the kids around like Christopher and Shannon just had to, and that will create a lot of patience for you, but you're moving to California. You're going to be with the Wessels in California, and Nathan and Christopher and Hillary. So, have fun, guys.
Okay, I see y'all with 2 kids, and hopefully they're as sweet as our 2 boys. If you are lucky, you will have very good children like ours, and not wild and crazy kids like Will and Kate.
Tyler and Kelly, I'm sure you're not surprised that I'm the one that's talking. Papa was going to speak, but then when he realized that this would be shown in front of the whole dinner party, he decided not to. We're going to cover first what we think we will see. And we talked about this. We would see in 10 years that we would be celebrating your 10th anniversary by going to Victoria's wedding. And you will have a 9-year-old son that will be a junior groomsman. You'll have a 7-year-old daughter that would be the junior bridesmaid, and then you're going to have twin, boy and girl, about 4, that will be the ring bearer and the flower girl. Then I see you at home. I see that you've added a big garden to your yard, and you have 3 dogs running around, and you have hired somebody to cut the grass because you're making so much money now because you're the plant manager. And Kelly's going to have her own business, and her top person is going to be Peyton Stafford. And then there'll be some of those others coming along that'll do really well too.
Hi, Tyler and Kelly. We're so excited to see you guys.
Can't wait till December the 1st for the big wedding day for the 2 of you. And hopefully many, many, many happy years and lots of kids along the way.
Speaking of many happy years, Tyler and Kelly, Holly and I have been married 40 years. What are the 2 of you thinking?
40, oh my Lord.
What are you 2 thinking?
We hope for nothing but love and happiness for the years to come for you two. Love you so much.
Love you.
Hey Tyler and Kelly, I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Sending you love from North Carolina. I wish you guys the best, and I miss you guys. Love you.
Hey Tyler and Kelly, I'm so excited to get to spend this weekend with you guys celebrating your big day. One of my wishes for you is that you are as blessed with as many children as Tony and I have, which is, 8. So hopefully maybe even more. Maybe you guys can push for the old 10. But anyway, I'm so excited for you guys and I'll see you soon.
I love y'all.
I love y'all so much.
We love you.
I love you both.
Love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Love you so much.
Love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Your mustache is like a crack. Wait, no!
But I think that that'll be your 10th year anniversary. You'll have a little boy that's about 9.5. And a little, start over.
That's good. Yeah, close. 3, 2, 1, action. Hi, Tyler and Kelly.
Hey.
Hey.